Saga. Some of this is going to her school, some of this isn't, but it's hard to tell, but we got a lot off the engine lift. Like you can see back to there, that's all the way in the back. That was completely full. They got stuff. So basically I moved stuff to the front, but there's holes there, more holes there. I'd say at least a third, if not half, is done. Got to figure out what the automatic transmission says it's overheating. Could be a couple things. So I got pathway to things. Slowly she's going through that stuff and keep, toss, hide. So today, since I had the day off, I've just been trying to take it easy. Been doing random small things that I never find time for. Started this. You know, you got to just, you know, start somewhere. So 30 inches back, 36 high. This is gonna fit in there. That one's loose, that one's loose, that one's loose. I just wanted to get some weight on there. Let that dry overnight, then just keep going. Interesting thing is when I cut them, they are pretty. So it's a glaze that's on there. It's actually cut on one side to make it look pretty. Well, as long as I put the cut ones on the outside, unlike I did there, should look pretty nice. But I think that was a full one. No, it wasn't. I should have flipped it around. Anyhow, we're definitely going to face this side with granite. I don't know if I'm going to do the back side, but definitely like all the other sides. I am leaving the pretty out here because, you know, the other side's this. So this is going to be 12 inches across, and it's going to sit up on at least one block. So this is the fun thing. I think I need to build the wall up and then fill in the floor. But before I do that, I need to drop my rebar down there and throw cement in there. That's what I bought my vibrator for, my cement vibrator to be specific. So this will be the first section here. I'm gonna have to move this over and start building that, you know, staircasing that wall up. And I am staggering things, like this block below went all the way over. This one flips on the top. That one's cut short, so I can start staggering them so that the edges aren't all in a line up and down vertically. Probably gonna have to get some more block at some point, but I still got I got a bunch over there. I have probably that much over there, so at least this will get me started here. Last time I drove by there, they looked like they still had like 80 pallets left out of 100, so that shouldn't be a problem. The ad's still up. Trying to keep this straight. Not sure if I am. Yeah, that is what it is. Once you put the rebar in there, it may be crooked, but it ain't going anywhere. That doesn't look square, but we'll square that up. It's about 40 minutes away. I spent $60 and bought that tool chest. It's bigger than I thought it would be, and it's full of tools. We're gonna have to unload it by removing all the contents, but for now, I've got it so the drawers won't open up. We'll go ahead and get our butts home before it rains. It's supposed to rain in about 2 hours. Now I did it. I can't move this. It is packed full of tools. The picture didn't do it justice on the interwebs, on the face space. I gotta empty this full of all the tools and sort them. What I was looking for is I've been doing most of my work over here now because of the car lift. And I have this tool cart. And I was thinking I could put just something here. And I think this will fit it here. But first I gotta empty it of all the stuff. I think I'm gonna be donating some stuff. I thought it would. So these are the piles I'm definitely gonna donate. This is crap. This is trash. Drill bits, nails, welding rods, welding supplies, black sockets that are metric, black sockets that are standard, wrenches, files, chisels, miscellaneous stuff, chrome sockets. This is for a jack. So let's see. I'm throwing all the miscellaneous fasteners in here. Then we got this drawer mostly empty. Electrical connectors. I mean, I know why this thing weighs so much, because there's like heavy duty tools in here. I mean, all that weighs a lot. The crap. This is wild. This is the blowgun. I don't think it works anymore. It's solid bronze. This is all full of drill bits here. Swivel sockets. So these are all the sockets. I haven't even touched those yet. And here we got weird wrenches. Like that's a flare wrench. I mean, there's some good stuff in here. This is really cool. Another flare wrench, little tiny Craftsman wrench, a 10mm Craftsman, long one. Gear wrench. I don't know what this is. Well, it's a screwdriver, but I don't know what the fitting's for. Couple dies and taps and whatnots. Screwdrivers for the most part. Just put these right in the donate pile. Donate. Really long socket for a spark plug. A very bent chisel. That's for tapping dies. Put that down here in the tap and die department. That was looking a little bent too. And some of this stuff is just, what the hell is that? This is a spark plug boot puller. Some of this is broken, like it's a C-ring. It's broken. Found some change. 1964, 1974. What's this one? 70, 74, 64. Guess I like the 4. 76. What else? More wrenches. Some of these are custom. You can kind of tell. This one's really cool. Sliding drawer. More drill bits. And, well, obviously go on with drill bits. Little tiny wrench. She's a Craftsman. This is an old-fashioned can opener from England. Made in England. Enhance. Made in England. Anyhow, yeah, lots of little stuff in here. Long cotter pins, big cotter pins. What's this? Black tips, gold tips. Well, I think that's for a pen tool. That's very shiny on that side. Somebody ground it down. These are keys for a drive shaft. There's a couple. There are a bunch of taps in here. So anyhow, like these little carbide bits for metal material removal. I'm putting those in there. So yeah, Torx. And there's like some of these are Allen keys. Some are metric. So lots and lots to choose from. What's the one? Oh, this drawer. This drawer from hell. so to speak. Big drill bits. Some sparkulators. And it just goes on. Light bulbs. Greaser. I'll just close that right there. So I think I'm gonna hopefully go put this shit away and, well, relocate it to the garage. Put that in a box, trash and scrap, and then maybe I can lift this now. And I couldn't lift it before. I can barely lift it. That's great. Okay, well, we'll continue on until I can lift it. Out here, I think I can carry it now. So these are the tools I'm donating. I got scrap pile going there. These are the things I pulled out. The weirdest thing I found so far is this, which contains somebody's baby teeth and hands. That's creepy, so we'll just close that. A lot of pennies. Find a light bulb that doesn't work, I throw it out. Mostly from the 70s, a couple 60s. Block de-icer, electrical stuff, welding glass. Barely see through it because you don't want to run your eyes out. I'll put all the bolts down there for now. Jesus, the wrenches. Kind of went through this. A lot of bits. This is a very expensive Cobalt 1/2-inch high-speed drill. SKF. That is a nice drill bit. A lot of big drill bits in here. Perfectly good welding rod. Doubt it. So anyhow, I think I can lift this. I can barely lift it. The box is a Craftsman box, and I think it's going to clean up nice. Just need to get the rust out. But like, those are all solid metal, chrome. They should polish up nicely. So anyhow, I just got to get it inside for now. And I got her looking shiny. I may just clean this with the Scotch-Brite and then come back and clear coat it. It should look pretty sharp. Can I find my dog? Spike? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. It's dragged into some micro-adult atmosphere to set up a desk that goes up and down. This shouldn't take but a half hour. I guess we'll start with the manual. A few hours and I got a lot of things sorted. This was everything in the bottom drawer. So I got it over here. That was a struggle. I got like my big bits up here. I'm still trying to sort this out. Automotive stuff I haven't put away yet. Rulers, levels. Those will be Allen keys, metric Allen keys. Most of my sockets, smaller wrenches, extensions. And I got a lot of my sockets down here. I'm gonna have to move this stuff out, but I think it's gonna be worth it. I got my big sockets down here. Basically everything I had over there is now in there. Then I got miscellaneous wrenches that I used to have lying around. Again, I gotta rearrange this a little bit. Nothing in there yet. I haven't touched that yet. It needs a little bit of cleaning. Then I got pencils and small bits in here. I'm going to label this at some point. So I've been sorting all the tools that I unsorted or resorted. So like welding supplies, drill bits, and just the drill bits alone, I got 3 different piles here. Whoops. Really, really big bits. I mean, that's up to 1 inch and 1/4. This one's expensive as heck. Then smaller 1/2 inch to like a 3/8, and then smaller, and then weird stuff. This is an end mill for mill lathe or metal mill machine. Guess I could go over here. Spade bits. I soldered all the sockets. These are all the ones I'm taking our property down south. I got a pretty good collection here of full sets. These are the metric ones. I haven't gone through yet because I kept finding metric in different forms, so I'll make sure I have ones of each. So basically, if I have a 6-point and a 12-point, I'll keep one of each, long and short. Extensions, big crescent wrenches, these kind of things. I got a big tool case there. So yeah, it's looking better. Still got all these files to sort through. That should be fun. I'm not sure what this is about. Probably wasn't the bent when it was new. This one's nice. That one's like brand new. Anyhow, let's get in there. These are welding rods. I don't even know if they're usable anymore. You're supposed to keep them from getting wet. Yeah, so although there's some weird stuff in here, that's like aluminum or something. So, yep, we'll keep plodding on. Got a lot of unique wrenches. Like this is for like alternators because it goes around the alternator. My back hurts. Welcome to this segment of What's in Chris's truck. Well, today I went to the 306 422 church sale and got a 3M respirator. Doesn't look used. Maybe a little. That'll be handy when I go back into the attic of doom in a couple months, weeks. I got this with a little cover. It's for washing windows. Squeegee, brush, squeegee, brush. Got a holder. Got a second one. Some urine remover. A brand new taping knife. Mine is a little rusted. This one looks like they might have started the job but never finished it. It's a whole bunch of sanding sponges. These are always handy. A paint pad, you know, those little rollery things, and drop cloth, and this handy little milk-like crate, and then 2 shirts. I like black shirts because pretty much I get grease all over and you don't really notice them. So yeah, that's our big haul for today. $9. So Friday night. So what better thing to do than to power wash our poor containers? This one, seeing how it's used for recycling, is a little embarrassing. And then maybe we're going to do a little bit of concreting because it's not supposed to rain for another 12 hours or so. And we're gonna clean that bad boy out. Maybe you can get that windows with that new cleaner over there. You can't just stop when you're, you gotta hit this area and clean that, and the window. And anyhow, it looks dirty on the outside. I think this is where they grip it, because I can't get that off, but it looks a lot cleaner and it doesn't stink. This one, I think it looks cleaner, but it probably isn't because it's just a darker color. Weirdest thing on this weird milk crate, it was like paint on the bottom. Somebody painted the bottom. I don't understand that. Chevy bad design. So the last time I drove this, I heard it was making a grinding sound, and it sounded like a wheel bearing. I did a wheel bearing last weekend. I know that Olivia's cars need new rear wheel bearings, so I thought wheel bearings. So I ordered wheel bearings. They're supposed to be here today. It ain't. What it is running metal to metal. So according to the internet, because this does regenerative braking, it doesn't use the brakes much and it doesn't use the rear ones much, so they tend to get not used a lot. I've been trying to put the parking brake on and off thinking that would exercise it. Probably didn't. So I got the caliper off and I got the pads off. The pads are shot. I think I have some used pads I'm just gonna throw back on there. I can give a shit about the rear brakes. This would be, be on its useful life. This paint came right out. Still got good juice. I mean, it's booze. This one, of course, is frozen. So what happens is it gets jammed. This doesn't float, so the brakes don't work. You can see on this side, we still had a fair amount of play, but notice how it's angled. That's weird. That tells you this was stuck and this was only moving. So it's also jamming, which can fuck up the piston because then it doesn't want to move back and forth because it's going at an angle. That one's a twisty, so I'm gonna have fun twisting back in there. But certainly whatever pad I put in here will be thicker than this. So, yay! I thought I had spare pads for this. Well, first of all, I couldn't get that pin out. And then what I did, it was only by heating up the bracket, which I did. Then it melted off the little rubber piece and left rubber goose. So I wanted to replace this, although maybe I didn't need to. So I went online and yeah, Amazon has them, but it was $15 and it would come in on Tuesday. I really don't want to wait till Tuesday. Pads are going to be about $40. A local place in Garrettsville didn't have the pins. They had 3-day order. They wanted like $30 for them, and the pads were like $49. So I went to O'Reilly's, which hopefully had the parts. I didn't even open the box yet, so we'll do that right now. Yes, it has all the parts. Now, these don't have the rubber insert, which is good. It's got this little balancer thing. I don't know what that's for, but that's handy. New pads. But while I was waiting in line, so I walk in the place, and there's a line of like 5 people in front of me. There's 2 cashiers going. So I was just wandering around. These were $1.79. Ceramic detailer, $1.37. This is Armor All, $1.47. Leather cleaner, and that's a good brand, $2.29. This is on sale for $4 a can. Normally that's like $6. This was like $2. This is for cleaning your wheels. Then I ran out of this a while ago. This was $3. So yeah, I walk up to the counter. It's like, is that it? It's like, this isn't what I came here for. So I'll get to go on this. I think it's gonna rain in a little bit, unfortunately. So you got new pads, new pins on that side. Rebuilt this pin, removed the rubber piece that expands and then gets stuck. Had to drill out the little screw that holds the rotor in, but we don't need that. That's what the lug nuts are for. Bled the brakes a little bit, pulled all the bad fluid out of the reservoir and put in new fluid, and took about 6 ounces out. Probably need to do more. Didn't do the front, too lazy. Got my dog testers. You see that one right there? So give it a go. I don't think she's driving, but I think she's having a good time resting and watching. For the next couple hours, we got that painted. I put a plywood piece on the back that wouldn't have been there 3 hours ago. Looks like I dripped sweat on that. That's great. Then I spray painted it black, and then she sanded this down, and I spray painted it black. But I got to fill these holes in because she wants to put a dry erase board on there, and it's going to show those holes, knots. I just lightly spray painted it. I wanted to get a coat in before, the deluge. The neighbor's tractor, you may recall, I replaced one of these because I lost it, and his rockers fell off and it bent a rod. Push rod. It started running like crap again, so we went over there and opened it up, and sure enough, it was loose. I think the culprit was these things had fallen out, these little plastic guides that keep the push rods in the right place. One of the rocker arms was at an angle, and it wore down the cap, hence the new cap. Also, thought it'd be a good idea to put some oil gaskets on there, and there's like 6 in there. It was like $1 a piece, so in case we got to take this apart, because it was leaking oil. Yeah, it's raining, so I'm not going to do that today. But we're going to a concert. Howard Jones, The English Beat, Wang Chung. Did I mention Wang Chung? And there's another group, Down Nautica, which is outside, but hey, the weather should be stopped raining by then, and it should be good. Also, it's the Pavilion, which I haven't been to, Jacobs Pavilion, which is downtown on the flats. It looks like it has a lot of tents, so I think we'll be covered even if it does rain. But this is the next one. I gotta put a